to another episode. Today is a reaction video, and this one comes from a clip of the Finessers podcast, Dope Podcast. This is a clip that I got from TikTok. This clip is important because it's men actually having conversations about women. Now, before we get into this clip, I gotta ask you guys, which category do you think this man falls into? Because I always say men play this game in 4 different ways. You have Mr. Wallet, Mr. Bedroom, Mr. Fix It, and the homie. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this conversation.
There are some women that you will never be that guy to.
That's a fact.
It's a fact.
No matter what you do, you will never be that guy, and you'll try to force it, you'll try to make it work, but when you know and you've experienced a woman where you're that guy to her, she really admires you, you know what it feels like. And I think a lot of times for guys, especially because we might get caught up in a beauty component or whatever it is, we're trying to prove love that's not being reciprocated, right? And we're putting maximum effort, and then there's a guy on the other side who's putting minimum effort and getting maximum results.
Yes, for sure.
Right? Like, bro, you done took her out, you done flew with the Turks.
Good morning.
Bro,
Good morning.
All this, and there's a guy at 11:30 p.m.
Yeah.
What you doing?
Yep. You up?
Eyes. If men could really just realize that part, it would help them a lot, and they wouldn't gear towards relationships or women who aren't necessarily for them. And that's where I think the bitterness comes from men. Yeah. But in reality, it's like, bro, you should have seen the signs early. She wasn't reciprocating. She was calling you out your name.
Look how she talks to her family.
You can't feel bad, right? Because everybody's not for everybody.
That's true.
You have to learn and understand, like, okay, this is not it. Let me move on. Yeah. But some guys, they will stay in that situation trying to make it work. I would rather be the guy hitting up at 11 p.m. versus the guy trying to take on multiple dates, spending money, doing all these things, trying to impress her, and I'm getting nowhere and getting limited results.
After listening to this conversation, I can definitely say I must be Mr. Bedroom, because when I listened to him speak, he said,
you done took her out, you done flew with the Turks.
Good morning.
He said he would take a woman on a trip to Turks, short for Turks and Caicos, which is a place that I see posted a lot on Instagram. But the majority of the times where I see these women in Turks and Caicos, they're usually not with men. They're usually, taking pictures by themselves, which means the men paid for the trip, but she just happens to be on it. This also sounds like he has not figured out that women are not looking for romance.
That's for sure.
Right? They are simply doing business. And if they don't like you, they're going to make you work even harder. In fact,
I don't think just being a good man is enough.
We have, this woman here who loves to tell men about money, right? I mean, check her out.
Be like, just pull up. I don't like to give money to bitches I don't know. When I see you in person, broke. Well, I don't want to know, stingy. Fuck you. Because I'm dating. I'm sick.
What I've learned is that when a woman likes you, she breaks. What I've learned is when a woman really, really likes you, she breaks all the rules. Now, where he actually messed up is taking a woman out on trips, because now she doesn't have to earn that trip, meaning she doesn't have to show him that she's really interested in him. That's a huge mistake. If that woman really, really doesn't like you and you take her on a trip to Turks and Caicos, she might just find another guy. She may find another guy to get the bouncing up and down on while you guys are on vacation. This is the reciprocation that he was talking about, meaning he's putting out all of this work and all of this energy and all of this effort when that woman is not doing the same in return. When it comes to taking a woman serious, that woman has to treat me like a king, because if she treats me like a king, she is going to feel like a queen. Now, if she treats me like a peasant, I will discard her very fast. When you give maximum effort and you get minimal results, I'm going to be the first to tell you, I'm out, or she got to get out. Either way, we're moving apart really fast, because I've had my fair share of being the lucky penis. And guess what? It came when women were on girls' trips or having a girls' nights out. So when I hear women talk about girls' nights out, there's liquor involved, it's dark, and they're dancing, which is more of a sexual type of movement. Y'all already know what's going on. We all grown ups. I don't know about all the fellas out there, but for me personally, whenever I really started to value a woman, it always backfired every single time. As long as she had to fight and claw for that position to be with me, the relationship seemed to go smooth. But when she didn't have to, the relationship got really rocky. She got really arrogant, over the top confident, which made me say, hey, we can go back to just being friends with benefits. We do not have to do this. In most cases, they always say they don't want that. They want a relationship. And I'm like, why? Why do you want a relationship with me? It was fun being the guy.
And there's a guy at 11:30 p.m.
Yeah.
What you doing?
They love the trips. They love the dinners, but it turns into something they expect. That's not something that they respect, which is weird because you would think that they would respect it. But the more and more they go on these trips, the more and more this guy is paying for that and that guy is paying for this. Now they expect it, which means the wow factor is taken out. And once that wow factor is gone, now you're just another guy doing something that she's already done before. And she's probably going to get bored with that. If you're Mr. Wallet, you're being used. It's much more fun to be the guy who can hit her up at 11:30 like, hey, what up? What you doing? That's one of the best positions that you can actually be in, especially with today's women.
Talking to two guys right now.
More than 2. 5 men at the moment. Only 5.
Now, when it comes to men being caught up in a woman's beauty, the reason why that is because as men, that's what we brag about. We don't brag about getting a woman that's not beautiful. We don't brag about a woman that other men don't want. We brag about the woman that's gorgeous, that all of the men want, but they can't get, meaning they don't have access to them. But today's day, if that woman is gorgeous or beautiful, or if she can even make herself up to look like she's a beautiful woman, she is being accessed by so many different men that it's almost kind of pointless to say, this is my girl.
All you gotta do is call him up and say, hey, and he will drop whatever it is that he is doing.
In fact, it'll make you look like a clown. Today, a woman does not need a man until she needs a man, meaning Christmas, Thanksgiving, Valentine's Day, or other family gatherings where the family shows up and everybody shows up with the same partner that they've been showing up with for years. Now, here's what certain ladies really don't understand. Every time that woman shows up with a new man, yes, the women are intrigued, but at the same time, they like, damn, girl, you can't lock one down. And the men are definitely looking like, damn, she cannot keep a man. Now, why do you think that is? It could be her attitude. In fact, I'm willing to bet it's her attitude. This is why I tell men, go ahead, enjoy the hookup culture, because this is proof that women are enjoying this hookup culture. Now, of course, I'm being sarcastic because for men, in order for you to enjoy this hookup culture, you're going to have to get your money up. You're going to have to figure out how to make money and then make that money work for you. Quick example, dividends, putting your money in the stock market, putting your money into a stock that actually pays you periodically over time, whether it's monthly or however that stock pays. And then the most important thing is making sure that you're healthy. Work on your physique, exercise. This is going to give you the lifestyle that you're looking for, where you can actually enjoy it, whether you're enjoying it with women or whether you're enjoying it out on the road. But I have a question for you guys. Have you ever worked really hard for a woman, got her, and was able to keep her? Or have you been in a position where you were the guy who could hit that woman up at 11:30? Let me know, how did that feel? Comment under this video. Other than that, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.